We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by Trey Brown. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Cardinals had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Man open left side is Brown. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Seahawks have picked it up. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. That follows drive number 1 where they had. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw here. And the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Gage going to go in motion right. And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 3rd and a few inches. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain of 22.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Arizona defense. This unit, they're hoping to improve against the pass because right now Charles is number 27 in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver, because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
Now this throw caught left side, and they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. The beautiful fake. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call it.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 14-0.
Cardinals, nothing. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he returns this to the 22.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Pressure comes, he's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Here's Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Take it at the 37. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They go play action here on 1st down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 42 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Taken at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
On play action, they'll throw. Uncorks one for Davis. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
In motion right is Davis. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
They're going to try and throw. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Walker. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 15. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Partner, normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Dancing to his left. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So maybe some signs of life. This has been a defense. They've been all over the map here in this first half, but they're coming through with a big play.
And sometimes that one play is what you need. And it sounds overly simple, but this is a team that was close to being down and out before halftime. So to come back and return the interception for a touchdown, that's big.
Yeah, maybe it can serve, Charles, like you were alluding to, as a little bit of a wake-up call for them. We'll see. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got Smith and Jigba. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Seahawks are able to add on to their first half lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. This pass complete to Higgins. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
2nd and 3. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is, because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Forced out to his left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Higgins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the route is on here in this first half.
Seahawks 42, Cardinals 7. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, these two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw. Because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
They'll throw now on the final play. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Second down and a yard.
Second and a yard at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
First down, Seattle.
Back to throw now on first down. He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Gabriel Davis, 77 yards. And the Cardinals are able to at least get one score back. Extra point good by Prater. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Running left is Walker. And he coughed it up. One of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete to McBride. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They fake the handoff. Now Murray, flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, here's Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Gabriel Davis with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Cardinals are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points. Prater for the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going deep for Walker. That to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cards are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Omaha. Buzz. Let's go.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They're going to look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19. Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, they'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 5-touchdown lead. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And now off to the races down the right side. A huge play there for Arizona. 46 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Murray now. And that, boy, a dangerous throw there back across the field, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there, and he's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Escaping the pressure right. And this one's going to sail out of the bin, and it's incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, it looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Murray to air it out again. And now another one thrown incomplete. So now 4th down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Yeah, even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Big ace.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13, and how about that? They're able to convert on 4th and 10.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He's got space past the 25. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 33 yards that time.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to take advantage.
That's a jet sweep into the hands of Metcalf. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 2 yards to go, second down.
Hawks 70, Hawks 19 light. Come 19.
In motion, the tight end. Second and 2. Well, up big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
19 tight. Warriors 70.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The third down conversion successful. A gain of 11.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks stretch this fourth quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Now Myers for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
63, Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or two. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 15, 1st down Seahawks.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I'd want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
70, Cardinals 21. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 43. Throwing on 1st down is Murray, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Now Prater to add the PAT. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is recovered by the Cardinals. So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs him. The kicking team gets the football here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Rolling to his right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Murray now to throw. His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he comes back with one complete. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Big X open, Big X open.
Now Murray's got to have this one. That is caught. And he is going to have the Cardinals first down by a good couple of yards as they end up getting 6 there on 4th and 4. On play action, it's Murray. Now he steps away. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Easy.
Throwing again, Murray. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker...
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning, threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Towards the end zone for Brown. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now Murray again. Going right side here, and that's complete. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Murray, one final try. Flush to it. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this